In the haze of smoke where stories unfold, the Leaf and Ash podcast, tales bravely told. A gathering of spirits, a club so grand, bonded by the leaf, a brotherhood stand. Oh, the cigar month with a nose full of fine, the cigar panda in the smoke they align. The cigar tone with a touch of class, we see silverback strength and contrast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Leaf and Ash podcast, guys. Welcome to our second episode. I am your host, Panda, along with my co-host. On the top left, you got the Suave himself, Rico Suave, the Cigar Don. Don, how you doing, Don?
What's going on, guys?
On the top right, you got the big dog, the boy PC Silverback. What's going on, PC? Who?
All present and accounted for, sir.
And on the bottom right, ladies and gentlemen, the man that's in charge of all the behind the scenes, the one finger pecker sensation himself, JJ, aka the Cigar Mug, baby. What's going on, guys?
Oh, man, just chilling.
Chilling.
Guys, listen, guys, I am excited. I am truly excited for what we got to talk about. The first retreat, right, of the Bonded by the Leaf and Ash podcast. First retreat to Tampa.
Yes,
I don't know about you guys, but I am excited. I mean, we got what? Just a little over 3 weeks left?
T-minus 21 days.
21 days, but who's counting? Guys, we've been talking about this for months, right? And it's finally right around the corner, right? It's right around the corner. And, every day we keep talking about it and we keep on, getting cranked up. I don't know about you guys, but I know my spending seems to be getting higher and higher before we even get there. Now we ain't even there yet. You know what I'm saying? And I've been putting money, guys, since we started talking about it. So I got a decent amount that I'm bringing with me just so that I could truly indulge and just be able to have basically I want to be able to just enjoy every bit of Tampa with you guys, man. What do you think about that, Don? What are you looking forward to?
Man, I'm looking forward to. Be honest with you, I'm looking forward to that first night when we get there, when we're all just cooking a big steak and sitting out in the backyard and having our first kind of cigar face to face with each other and getting to know each other more than we do online and that kind of stuff. And then just seeing what Tampa has to offer. We're doing the JC Newman thing, which excites me. We're doing a bunch of the lounges and just see what they have to offer, man, and just enjoy it. It's going to come and go. It's going to come and go too quick. So.
Don't say that. Don't say that, man. Let it get here first before you end it. Come on, Don. Oh man, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. What do you think, big dog? What do you think? I mean, what are you looking forward to when we get there?
Man, just like Don said, man, I even got a little nervous about it because now it's time to start honing in on meeting my compadres, as they say. So I really want to, get those cigars that I haven't been able to get. I want to enjoy them. I want to sit and just hang out with you guys and just talk some real stuff, face to face, because, the conversations get different when you face to face. And that's what I'm looking for, to actually mend that bond together. So, as they say.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm looking forward to, brother.
Yeah, and so am I. JJ, this has got to be a big trip for you. You know what I mean? Because out where you're at up in Oklahoma, I mean, there aren't that many huge lounges, and I got some plans for you, brother. You're going to be exposed. I mean, you're going to be, when you come back, you're going to be twitching,
I said, it's a round trip, but that's for me to decide. I may just, that trip down there, I may not come back. I'll have to send money home to the wife. I mean,
listen, and I'm sure that, like I said, there's so many things to be exposed to out there, right? And I
Mhm.
sent you guys a list of the places that I'm looking at that I want to take you guys. And I told you guys before we spoke about it before. There's certain lounges that I've been to with a bunch of guys from the shop a bunch of times, and there's a few lounges that I have not go to and I haven't gone to that I'm definitely looking forward to hang out with you guys and have that experience. You know, I know, like I said, I got an update on the cathedral. Like I told you guys on our first episode, I thought someone had mentioned that it was closed. So what I've been informed is that the outside patio can no longer be used. So the inside is fine, you know what I mean. But the out, we're not gonna be able to chill outside, which I think we're all gonna be fine because it's probably gonna be pretty hot out there, you know. And I'm working on
Right.
a couple of things, with us. Hopefully we could get some VIP treatments, at the cathedral. Hopefully, crossing our fingers and get us on that second floor, the member lounge, so that you guys could get the whole experience out there. I'm working on it. We'll see what happens. Can't promise anything. But what are you guys smoking tonight? What are you smoking on, Don?
I got the Placencia Alma Fuerte 6x60 hexagon press 6-0. One of my favorite cigars. Just I'm ready to light it up.
Man, PC, you already started. You could. What you smoking, dog?
Hey man, I got the La Gloria Series R black 7x48 man box press.
Okay,
Love this stick, man.
you got anything, JJ?
I have the Wise Man, a box press Robusto. This is going to be, I believe, one of my first cigars I've ever smoked with the Mexican San Andreas wrapper.
Okay,
Really?
from Foundation.
Yep.
Well, I decided when I was at the shop to grab AJ's latest stick, Diaz de Gloria, Brazil.
Nice.
So this cigar is a Gordo 6x60. Guys, if you guys get a chance, man, if you guys can find it at your shop, it's super peppery, super. I mean, by the Montefino wrapper. I mean, I'm on that Montefino kick. I don't know about you guys, but I had, it's crazy because I love San Andreas, I love the Connecticut broadleaf, I love, but lately I don't know what it is about the Montefina that is because it's so different from the norm. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking forward to smoking. This is gonna be my third one I'm smoking.
Mm.
Light them up, light them up. Let's see. Let's see. JJ, I'm curious to see how you said it's your first San Andreas.
That I remember. Yep. And I believe the binder is, what was that? Corojo 99
Okay.
is the binder, and the filler is Nicaraguan.
Mm-mm-mm. No, guys, we definitely have a lot of good things coming our way. You know what I mean? And we're working on a few things behind the scenes, obviously. And you know, we're working on the cigar club and and stuff for the podcast and some extra guests that we've kind of got to get lined up and get dates on them. You know, you know, as you guys know, we want to be different, right? We don't want to be the norm. And to me, I absolutely love talking about cigars, but there's only so much, right? You can talk about the same wrappers, the same notes, the same flavors, etc., right? We kind of change. We want to change things up, especially with the guests that we got coming through.
Right.
We want to bring certain, awareness of certain things. Guys, you guys stay tuned. And like I said, we got a lot of big things that we're working on behind the scenes. We just can't say them as of now, as of yet. But we definitely are working on a few things. As you guys know, we kind of all were kind of gifted and to do the review from Pufferland. What did you guys think about that desk humidor? What you think, Don?
Man, I tell you what, when it came in, it was smaller than any of the other humidors I have, so I didn't have high hopes. Just to be honest, I opened it up and I seasoned it. I did it exactly by their instructions. I let it sit for a day. I put some cigars in there, and I'll be dadgum if that thing hadn't that that humidity hadn't budged in 2 weeks now that I had it. So I'm really impressed with it. I kind of like the because my other box humidor doesn't have a window, so I got to kind of remember what I had. Do I got CAOs in that one, or which one do I have? So this one has little windows, and I can just look in there and see what I got. I'm really impressed with them. I got one in each color. I really like the black one. The black one's really, really smooth looking.
How about you, PC? How's yours holding up?
Man, I tell you, I'm kind of like Don. As soon as I bust the wrapper off of it, I pretty much prime that sucker, man. But the only thing I did follow the recommendations of, which was the humidifier. I soaked it like I needed to soak it, but I primed it. I primed the box itself like I would prime my personal box. I stuck cigars in it immediately.
Oh,
So, because I wanted to put it to the test, I wanted to see exactly how good it was because I was going to give it a honest opinion or a review.
right.
And I stuck 19 sticks in it, man, right away. It held at 65. A day or so, I dropped a few more drops in the humidifier. It stayed at 70, 65, 70. And it, like Don said, it's been 2 weeks. And even on the second one, I just opened it up the other day, put my placencias in it. It's been hitting 70, 65, 70s ever since.
Wow, you gambling, huh? You
I'm
really
gambling.
gambling the placentas
Yeah.
up in there.
Yes, sir, man. I wanted to see if the product really stood up to what we was told it was going to do. So the only way to do it is put it to the test instead of just sometimes a lot of people don't test it, and we have nothing to lose but to tell the truth about the product. Great product.
What do you
Great
think,
product.
JJ? Because
I
you receive more than the desktop, right?
Yeah, I did. I got the desktop and I got the travel humidor. The desktop, just like they said, I followed the directions, and it held. I mean, it's like that hygrometer was just stuck. It wouldn't. So I locked it in. I got it seasoned in, and I gave that to my dad for Father's Day, so he
Oh,
could
nice.
use it. And
Nice.
then this travel humidor, I'm definitely going to use this thing out in Tampa. Um, it's been it's crazy because I've opened this thing probably 100 times since they gave it to me, and you ain't getting rid of that cedar smell. And we all know I'm a big fanboy for that Spanish cedar smell. And
You, I mean, you know what I like about that one? Because I have a similar case and I showed it to you guys before. I don't have those extra to put, what do you could put an extra 2 or 3 sticks on the other side?
yeah, too.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's definitely, a plus. And you can lift those the cedar planks out of there, right?
Yep.
You know, I mean, and like I said, I like that one. I mean, the one I have is pretty nice. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I mean, I think that one is very. Even though the one I have is very well constructed as well, but that one they seem to have a good product. And as you guys know, I got mine a little late. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So what I did was I got everything rolling, and I didn't do any prepping because I really wanted to test it. You know, what I mean, I have not put anything in the first probably the first 3 days, and just to see where it sits. And it sat without me prepping or anything. It sat at 55.
Nice.
Okay, and so then what I did was I didn't do what you did, PC. I didn't wet the cedar. I didn't prep it. What I did was I did the humidification. I filled that with the still water. Then I just put that in there and I left it for another day to see where it raised it up. Everything was good. So now what I did was, even on the post, those cigars that I posted, I put them back in there and I left them in there. And right now the humidity is sitting at 63, 64, which isn't bad. I mean, you guys know I love 65 is my prime, humidity. I love 65.
Right.
Because to me, it's not too wet, it's not too dry. To me, that's perfect for me. But yeah, I mean, I think Pufferland I think they have a good quality. Even like I said, something that's small as that desktop. And to me, a gift like that, is perfect for someone that's just starting out. You know what I mean? That doesn't want to go and spend 100, 200, $300 on a humidor. You know what I mean? And just learning how to maintain their cigars. You know what I mean? I think it's a perfect size. I mean, 26 is more than enough. I think you get 20 of the Robustos in there perfectly fine. I know I put the Perdomo 20th anniversary in there, the Churchill, and it definitely could sit at least 10 with no problem. That I know. You know, because I know. I mean, also another thing is that it's deep, right? Because when you close the case, they have that expansion, right? So that I mean, it's a very well constructed box. I mean, it really is, especially for the price point. I think regular MSRP at the high point was like $33 or something like that, and they have now they still have a discount, right? They still have a discount going on if you order go to pufferland.com and quote one of us and give you what a 10% off, 10% discount off or something like that.
Yep.
That's correct.
So, and you know, and the thing is that if you guys don't know, the guy that seems to have the magic touch to getting gifts is this man right here, the technician himself. That man right there has been very blessed, and you were given a really nice gift that's right next to you.
Yep. I'll turn that light on.
Oh yeah, okay, there we go.
The Zion 84-liter tower humidor.
Ooh.
How many sticks he holds?
800.
Are you almost there
So
yet?
Hey, you know what? I don't know what's going to be cheaper, the sticks or the divorce, but I'm going to figure it out one way or another.
Oh man, I mean that there. I mean, it's one hell of a product. You know, because I looked at them. I mean, the price point on that is what, over $1,000, right?
Yep, they have a sale that runs. You can get it for like $11.99, but typically it runs about $1,700.
I mean, and looks like it. I mean, it's a wine cooler, right? I mean, basically, because they also do wine coolers, right?
Yep.
What's their website?
It's www.zion.com, and that's spelled Zieun.
You know, hey, let them know that the mutt sent you.
Yep.
See what they do for you. The man, whatever he touches turns to gold. You know.
That's right.
So while we're on the subject of humidors, what do you guys use? You know, I think when I started out, you know, I thought to myself, no way I'll ever have enough cigars to fill a humidor. And you know, I've shared with you guys what I do. You know, I have one of the 16-liter Need One electric humidors, and I have 11 other box type humidors, whether they be tepidors or boxes. And so I was looking at it today, going, man, I need to figure a better system than this. So what do you guys use for your humidification system?
Well, yeah, PC.
Me personally, like I said, I prime mine real good, and I use the puff packs. A lot of the distributors that I order cigars, they send me puff packs, and they keep the humidity up. I also use both of those also, and right now I got close to 150 to almost 200 sticks in my humidor, and it's ranging right at 70% humidity. And it's filled to the brim, man. So you know, and like I said, I wipe it down every so often just to make sure that the cedar stay, you know, a little moist so the humidity will flow through that thing. It's a really good box that I have, man. So I'm looking at trying to graduate like the mutt down there, man. You know.
I'm telling you, man, the man he started off running. He's like, I ain't crawling, I ain't jogging, I ain't trotting, I'm hauling.
Nope.
Nope. You know, you guys have seen my I have a tall stand up CAO humidor, and it holds roughly. If I had to take a guess, I mean, it has 4 or 5 shelves, and what I like about them, they're deep. You know what I mean? So I could probably easily hold a little over 200, maybe 300 sticks in that humidor. As far as like, I only use the Bovita packs on my initial preps. I use that to kind of get my humidity where I want it, and then I slowly start taking them away. I enjoy the Zycar gels. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? To me, those have worked phenomenal. Like right now, I have one big jar. That's it, just one big jar. I put in the center of a rack, and it keeps my cigars at 65, 64. You know, and when I need to refill it with the distilled water, I refill it. And if I see, like I told you guys before, I was having problems. It kept on dropping on me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I didn't know what the hell it was, and for whatever reason, it seems to have fixed itself. You know, then you guys know I have a prep humidor that I have. So anytime I get new cigars from like cigar bids or someone sends me cigars, that's the humidor that I kind of put away and that one I have the smaller the gels what you call them, the gel crystals, you know,
Right.
in there, and it preps it. And I can tell you this. So on cigar bed, I got those Arganices.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first bought those cigars, they were bitter, especially in the very beginning. That first start was extremely bitter, and I was like, I'm gonna let them sit. You know, what I mean, I really am gonna let them sit. And ironically enough, I had my other one the other night when I was talking with you guys and Randy and these guys. I lit up, man, what a difference! Holy, if you guys get a chance, get your hands on them and let them sit for a little bit because let me tell you that's a cigar that's worth looking for in cigar bid.
Hell yeah.
You know.
So I have to ask you, do you take them out of the cellophane, or do you cut the tips of the cellophane, or do you just leave them in the cellophane? Because I have a process that I go through myself.
you know, that's always a debate. You know what I mean? And it's all on preference, in my opinion. No, it really is because you have guys that refuse to put their cigars in cellophane, keep them in cellophane.
Right.
And to me, the cellophane's meant to keep that humidity and kind of, expand the strap or whatever. It's meant
Hmm.
to take care of the stick. So I have zero, problems with leaving the cellophane on them, because
Right.
there's also an argument of, oh, you got to have your Connecticut's with your Connecticut's and your San Andreas and San Andreas. Man, listen, I throw them all together. The
Yeah.
only thing that's different is the price point of which shelf they're going in.
Yeah.
Now, I'm being honest with you. It's like anything like 12 and under is the first rack. The second rack is like, anything from 15 and under. Then the third rack is now you kind of get into the 15 and then you go in the opposite direction. Then the
Right.
last drawer I got, a stick that's like $25 and now I got $100 cigar in there. You know what I mean? That was gifted to me. Yeah, that was
Right.
gifted to me. I don't think I can ever pull the trigger and buying $100 stick, man. I really don't. But listen, who knows? This cigar might convince me because according to
Hey.
people, it's one of the best. So, and one particular Clint Memento cigars is the one who gifted to me. I appreciate it, Clint. And he's serious. I mean, and this is a young man that we've all known and we all respect, and I truly value this man's opinion. And
Yeah.
him and I seem to have somewhat the same palate. You know what I mean? Other than he really doesn't like pepper, and I absolutely love pepper. You know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to doing that review, and to see what notes I get out of it, and see if it's worth $100. What is it? The Rocky Patel Conviction, right?
Right. Right.
So, and I'll be honest with you. I mean, I was trying to think the other night. Have I ever smoked $100 cigar before? And the closest I've ever gotten to, honestly, is probably, my Bahikis that I've smoked. Some Cubans and stuff like that, or Monte Cristo #2, and those are like $50, $60 cigars. Now I don't even know what a Bahiki or a Monte Cristo #2 is going for nowadays. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but that's probably the closest. I don't think like I said, I don't think I've ever smoked $100 cigar, but I'm itching to find out if it's worth that $100, man, because you know what I mean? Because now, mind you, you're also paying for. I think it comes in that Chanel case.
Right. I mean,
So
just
that's
think of
probably
all
like
the
$50 right there.
1876
You know what I mean? It's just, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
Just think of all the 1876s you could have smoked with that $100.
Yeah, man, shots fired, bro. Let me tell you something. Those 1876 is, man. I'm just hoping with time they get better. I saw that the text. I just, you know what, I put a couple of Bovita packs in a separate box. I'm hoping, and I've only tried 2 of them, and I'll be honest with you, I've yet to be able to push through them to smoke them complete. Because to me, it's like I might as well go to my backyard and lick my grass, and my dirt, because that's that. It's just, and mind you, I like earth. I like earthy cigars, but this takes it to, I don't know, it takes it to a whole new level, man. That is just like you might as well go in the backyard, grab some dirt and just chew on it. It's just bad.
Right.
So circling back to the humidification thing real quick. So I use Joe, the same kind of Zycar, but they're Joe Cool, the little tubs, the crystals. I just found they have the same thing in a tube shaped like a cigar. Mm-hmm. And so I got some of those yesterday, and so I put them in my smaller humidors. So because you put those big jars in there, and then you lose a quarter of your humidor space, and so I got a couple of those and put them in there. We'll see how they hold up.
I used to have those. I used to get 2 when I had my big traveling humidor, the ones that are like 200, 300 plus cigars. I will have and put 2 or 3 of them in there. Yeah. And
have them on
can't
different
confirm
levels.
or deny someone stole it from me or not, but it is what it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and this is like 2-3 years ago. I have yet to find it, but I have a guest room that's full of all sorts of stuff. But I honestly I went looking for it, before we moved, and I couldn't find it. So it's all good. It is what it is. Whoever has it, God bless. I hope you use it.
Nobody has it. It just got lost in the move, man.
Just fell off the truck.
Yeah, it just fell off the truck. It's all good. But, guys, I'll be honest with you. I don't know about you guys, and I'm sure you guys feel the same. I think that we've been very blessed with this journey so far.
Yeah.
For those of you who are following us or not following us, please subscribe to our social media pages. JJ, let the folks know what platforms we're on.
We're on YouTube, the Leaf and Ash Podcast. We have a website that's theleafandashpodcast.com. We're all on TikTok. You got the Cigar Dawn, PC Silverback, and Panda. Mine's the Leaf and Ash Podcast, which I'm trying to work on another page so I can switch over and leave that one for all the direct podcast stuff. And I know there's a few of us use Instagram. PC,
Mm-hmm.
What's your Instagram?
It's P Caldwell 2023.
2023.
Yes, sir.
I'm cigar _ panda 75 or just cigar _ panda. You'll find me either way on Instagram.
And I'm the Cigar Don as of today.
Awesome. Yeah, I need to be more
Smooth Pippin' Don, baby.
Yep.
Smooth Pippin' Don. We're also on Spotify, iHeartRadio.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and what's the other one?
We're on a bunch. Yeah. Just fine. Just look us up, guys. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, especially on the YouTube, please subscribe. Hit that bell notifications every time we hit one up. This is our second podcast. We have a couple more, actually quite a few more coming soon. And it's going to be pretty much this, us just chopping it up, talking about everyday life, things that we like, things that we're about to do. And from time to time, we're going to have some special guests. We're working on some guests. And it's not going to be, just people in the cigar world. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's going to be from all walks of life, guys. Like I said, we kind of trying to do things a little different. Although this is what bonds us to everything, and gets us together. But we kind of want to mix it up. And as you guys know, as you can see in the center of this page, Burn One Cigar Bar, guys, is teamed up with us to sponsor us. And check this out. What's going on, guys? This is your boy Panda, and your boy Panda has some great news. We have teamed up with Burn One Cigar Bar located at 7328 Royal Palm Boulevard in Margate, Florida. Guys, Burn One Cigar Bar is your go-to destination for the finest selections of premium cigars at unbeatable prices. Step into a world of luxury and relaxation as you indulge in the smooth flavors and exquisite aromas of our carefully curated cigars collection. But that's not all. Burn One Cigar Bar has teamed up with us for an exclusive sponsorship opportunity just for you. When you call Burn One and purchase any box of cigars, you unlock a fantastic discount of 20% of your order using special discount code PANDA. You can contact Burn One at 954-970-0001 or on their social media pages, Facebook and or Instagram. Guys, don't miss this chance to elevate your cigar experience without breaking the bank. Visit Burn One Cigar Bar today, mention discount code PANDA, and treat yourself to premium cigars at an incredible value. Hurry up, this offer won't last. Burn One Cigar Bar, where luxury meets affordability. And they ship nationwide. Peace. There you go, guys. There you go. You know, that's one of the big things we're working on. If you guys got to see the lounge, that's my home lounge. That's my headquarters. You know, I'm like the furniture at that place, guys. You know, the owners, Paulo and Sal, these two guys are absolutely phenomenal. You know, we're all family. Don could contest to this. You know, when he came down to visit, you know, everyone's about hugs, love, you know, and we're all grown men. And listen, we give each other that, hugs, kisses on the cheek, because we're all comfortable that way. And like I said, it's a big family owned establishment. They make you feel at home from the minute you get there, even if it's your first time there, guys. It really is. So take advantage of the 20% discount. You know, mention the discount code PANDA. And like I said, they ship nationwide. And you guys got to understand, these guys have every stick you could think of. They have the Padrones, Placencias, Foundation. They're waiting for the order of Opuses. And you're offering 20% on all of those as well. And you have your everyday sticks as well. You have the Drew Estates. You have, you know, Ligas, etc. Like I said, don't forget, mention discount code PANDA, and they'll hook you up.
Guys, 20%. That's not chump change, man. That's a significant discount on a cigar, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, my special thanks goes out to them from us, man. That's just amazing.
Yeah,
most definitely. I salute them. I most definitely need to give them a call and see if I can get some of those Perdomo 30th anniversary.
And you know what? You know, it's funny that I'm sorry, JJ, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you know, it's funny that you mentioned Perdomo 30 because not everyone has them. You know what I mean? Because there was only 75 retail stores that received them. So, right. and my shop is a big Perdomo shop as well. I mean, and you definitely could get yourself your 30s if you haven't gotten them.
Yeah, especially when it comes to box prices, 20% off on a box price. That's some good savings right there. I mean, that's gonna be a good penny.
And like I said, these guys, you know, my lounge that I said, Burn One, if you never had any of Drew Estates, any of the Ligas, these guys, I mean, they have the entire line. I mean, you mentioned it, they have it, guys. You know, from your Liga 9s to your, you know, M81s to your, I mean, you name it, guys. And then they have the, you know, your flavor, the acid products, you know, stuff like that. But what else? They have Eric Espinoza. So Burn One is an Espinoza lounge, you know. So, and Eric Espinoza is a really, you know, good friend of mine. And, you know, and every year, because we're one of the lounges, we normally get first dibs, you know, on his new exclusive cigars that just came out. Like the new one that just came out with Guy Fieri is the Knuckle Sandwich Chef Special. That's another great steak that they came out with. But yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm definitely happy. You know, looking forward to get things going with the Cigar Club. For those who don't know, we're basically obviously all four of us on 4 different states. I'm in South Florida, Don is in Texas, PC's in Georgia, and the Mutt is in Oklahoma. So we're looking at members, and you know, the question keeps on arising. Well, what are you going to get? Well, to me, it's more about the bonding and just building that community. That's what we're starting off with, guys. Right. You know, we're looking at between the 4 of us, you know, to start our own chapters in each state. built our community within our own headquarters. And my headquarters, as you guys know, is going to be Burn One. So my shirt's going to probably have on my sleeves Burn One, and then each one with you guys get with your perspective headquarter lounges, and then just grow. And then from there, guys, we plan to have a Bonded by the Leaf meetup.
Yeah.
Have all 4 states meet up. Do a good trip somewhere and just grow and grow. And if you guys want to join, uh, like I said, as of now, there aren't no fees, no nothing like that right now. But in the future, who knows? You know what I mean? We're looking at doing some big things with this cigar club. So look forward to that. You can reach out to any of us in regards to getting shirts. Mostly Don. Don's the man for the shirts. And that's for both. If you guys like our logo for the Leaf and Ash podcast, by all means support. We're working on some merchandise with both logos. Once we get that finalized, guys, we'll definitely be throwing it out to you guys, and hopefully you guys support us so we can do bigger and better things as a whole.
Well, and I want to extend that to even those that's not looking to join. It's okay to come out and fellowship with us, man, and bond with us, and because we're welcoming the entire cigar community, and just have fun, sit down and talk with us, man, and maybe we can network on some things and move forward.
I mean, and look at it. We had a gentleman by the name of Scooter, right? He jumped on my TikTok, and for those, if you guys don't follow Scooter. I know on TikTok he's the Ashtray Cigar Lounge, I think it's called. I hope I got that right. He didn't ask me to plug him. I know he has a mobile lounge. We're gonna get him on, so he could talk about. He's in the Georgia area. He's not that far from PC. Hopefully them two can hook up.
He's located in the Warner Robins, Georgia area, which is a military town / and so he's down there, man. It's a really nice place that you can visit. He's a great guy. I've talked to him on the last few days.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's jumped on a bunch of my my postings, and he's shown me a lot of support, a lot of love, and this is my way of just throwing it back out at him. I know he wants me to do a couple of things with his logo, and stuff like that. He seems to like, all the postings that I do, all the stuff that we do. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm probably gonna just show him how to get things done, so so he could kind of make that, because what he has now with his marketing, I mean, they're nice. You know what I mean? They're I think what he wants is a little bit more, maybe a little bit more flashy. More something that's gonna grab your attention the way we got things going. So and that's another thing, guys. We're not selfish individuals. If you guys want help, all you have to do is ask. If it's within our means and we could do it, I promise you, I don't think any of these guys, including myself, will tell you no.
Mm-mm.
And what's the most important part? We want nothing in return. We want nothing in return. And I know that's probably been like, yeah, right, Panda, BS. I promise you, there's nothing that I do for anyone that down the road, hey, remember when I did this for you? No, that's not who I am.
Well, and I'm going to say one thing that I'm going to contradict you a little bit. We do want something in return, and that's friendship and camaraderie.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's all we want.
That's it. That's it. I'm not looking. And that was going to be the topic that I kind of broached tonight. Was we're all working men on this podcast. We all have 9 to 5s. We all have somewhat stressful kind of jobs, and that was what cigars for me. It kind of got me to that point where I can sit out here, talk to some like-minded guys, girls, everybody, just talk to some people and just enjoy a cigar and forget about the daily stress. And I know, Panda, you have a stressful job, and I'm assuming here that it does the same for you. Going to the lounge, meeting up with your buddies, and just it allows me to be a less stress-free or more stress-free man.
Right. Say months ago, I was a lost individual, lost in the sauce. And I got on the TikTok and just looking just to find some friends. Ended up finding some brothers, and it gave me a breath of fresh air and some people to talk to. And like I said, and it's helped me a lot. And it's something my wife's even noticed. My overall attitude, and I got some fire lit under my butt finally, instead of just moping around and doing what I normally used to do. I'm a completely different guy.
Circling back to Tampa, JJ, did you like during that time? Did you ever imagine yourself kind of getting out and going to meeting guys you've never met in Tampa and just looking forward to having such a great time? And I did when they first, when I first heard about the trip, I was like, oh, that'd be fun. And that,
Right.
and then as it kind of again, oh, man, that would be fun.
Right.
Well, man, I'm gonna look into that. Well, I'm gonna ask if I at the time, we weren't all kind of together. I'm gonna see if that invitation is extended to everybody. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, I'm gonna book my tickets. Okay. And now we're all in this whole thing,
True story. He's not. Not only was he serious about it, he was the first one to book his flight. He was the first one. He's had his flight booked months ago.
I'm telling you right now, after
From the word go.
Oh my
I might
Lord,
be a little sus.
It's crazy. And listen, those who get to, and this is how I would describe myself. Like I want, when I hang out with anyone, whether I know you or not, I want you to feel welcome. I want you to have the best experience hanging out with me. I'm gonna, especially if you Don can tell you this, man. If I don't want you to be uncomfortable,
right?
I don't want you to be uncomfortable because I like to crack jokes, I like to bust balls, and Don got to see all of that, and to me, you know what? When I tell you, I absolutely love this community. I absolutely love this community. I love being around other guys and women that are just caught up with smoking and just shooting the crap and just cracking jokes on each other, because you know what? It does decompress me. Having a long, stressful day at work, as you guys know what I do for a living is right there, I need this. I know I need this, because, and I always like to use the phrase, it's no longer a hobby for me. It's a lifestyle, right?
Right,
Because
right.
I'm an everyday smoker. I'm an everyday smoker, and I average 3-4 cigars a day, easy, So, to me, it's pretty much my only bad habit. I mean, I have a drink once in a while, but Tampa, I cannot confirm or deny I'm gonna have more than a few. And I can't confirm
And there will be
how I
dancing.
act when I get
There-
a
yeah.
little crunked up. What?
telling you
There
what.
will,
Let's go.
will be dancing involved if he get the.
Dude, I'm gonna be two-stepping. Be doing the watermelon crawl, baby.
There you go, baby. And then listen, guys. I can't. Like I said, you guys listen. There's gonna be a lot of posts during, before, during, and after. And look at our platform. I'm probably gonna get with JJ to see if we can figure out to do a big collaboration of all our videos. You know what I mean? And just throw it out there for you guys to see, and so you guys can see what we're all about and what we're trying to do and build. Okay, and mind you, like I said, my vision is to have us get the club as big as possible. You don't have to join our club. You could be from another club. I would love to do a
Right.
collaboration with any club. Randy and these guys, the cigar dudes, the cigar assassins, you know what I mean? They're good friends of ours. They have their stuff going on, and we could do a collaboration. One day we'll get them on our podcast,
Yeah.
and we'll get at least 4 of them, because I know that there's like 6 or 7 of them. You know what I mean? So to have 8, 9, 10 people is going to be a little bit more chaotic, but listen, we're looking at doing some big things, guys. I brought up to these guys' attention and to the attention to the cigar dudes on my live. We're looking at possibly going to Nicaragua, to check out a farm. I'm not gonna mention the person's farm, that invited us, because I don't know if I've been given permission to be able to disclose it out to the world like this, but these guys know who it is, and I shared with the other group. Um, but I was told I need a minimum of 15 bodies, no more, max 30. But I'll be honest with you, and I shared with these guys, I'm looking at probably, if I could get 20 bodies, that would probably be ideal. 20 bodies would be ideal, only for the mere fact that, because the way it was described, that you kind of go and drive around in the school bus per se. If I have 30 people in the school bus, that's going to be, what I mean? I want some room. So
And
if you guys are
especially
interested, I'm sorry.
especially if it's the short bus.
Um, see,
You know, I rode the short bus from time to time.
Yeah, if it's a shorter bus, I'm definitely gonna have to just leave my head out the window. My forehead will take up 4 people. And
So listen, guys, I'm putting it out there to the universe. If you guys are interested in coming joining the Bonded by the Leaf Cigar Club, Leaf and Nash podcast, to go to Esteli, Nicaragua, either in January or February. I haven't got the dates yet. Hit me up. You can hit me up on my TikTok or Instagram, message me, and by all means, and I see what I could do, and I'll have more info, probably by the end of this week, because I normally meet up with this individual on a certain particular day at my shop, and really good people, and we'll see. And there's other places too. There's other. We've been invited to quite a few other farms. So I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but that has always been on my bucket list.
oh yeah,
It is
And January,
100%.
February seems to be the prime time to go, because that's when everything is in full effect. The harvesting is there. So I'm excited about that. So I'm like I said, January or February.
Yeah, I'm pumped. That's definitely a bucket list thing for me too.
Oh.
I'm so interested in all the process, and we get a cigar and we sit here and we smoke it, and it's a beautiful thing, and it brings us all together to get to see where that process starts. And you always hear it from everybody, the love that's put into making those cigars, and all that, the 300 hands that touch a cigar, and all that kind of stuff that we
Yeah.
we always hear about. This is something that we get to see, and when I come back and I'm talking to somebody about it, you can say it firsthand. I saw this, so.
I mean,
Yeah,
Most definitely.
I mean, I have the biggest respect for this community.
Mhm.
And I just think, honestly, that it's going to – I know that it's going to take it to another level for me. You know what I mean? Because – and this is why you notice that – my big thing about there's no such thing as a cheap cigar. There's always a what? An expensive cigar,
Mhm.
right? Because I don't like to use the word cheap, because whether it's a $2 stick or a $30 stick, you know what? It still took somebody, an individual, time to roll that cigar.
Yep.
And to me, you got to give the respect where it's due,
Mhm.
So, to me, and like I said, I respect every cigar company, every company out there that's taking the time to build this for us to enjoy. So I don't know about you guys, but like I said, I'm pumped. I'm pumped about with a lot of things.
I mean, it's an art
Yeah.
form. I mean,
No, absolutely.
it's decades and decades of, honing their craft. And to me, like I said, it's going to give me a newfound respect, because you can watch the videos all day long on YouTube or whatever, but to actually see it in person that's going to change. I mean, you're looking at, that person, who probably rolls, I don't know how many cigars each and every day. And, they've dedicated their whole life into learning something, a craft that most of us will never, ever get the chance to do.
Right.
I'd love to learn how to roll a cigar. To say I'll be any good at it, well, probably not. But
Well, listen, we have a chance for next year. What, Don?
$75 at the JC Newman factory.
We're doing the tour, so they had those 3 packages. You know what I mean? So I mean, by all means, I mean, if you guys want to take the time to do that, I'm down. If that's something you guys really want to do, I'm with it.
yeah, I'm down for just being there, and just like I said, just being at the factory and being with all y'all. Hell, that's enough for me. But any
Well-
extracurriculars, I'm down.
and that's the thing. I want to do it for the experience. When you look back on it, it's not so much to brag about the experience. It's just you want to experience things that you never thought you could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and to just actually see it, do it, smell it, touch it, it becomes really real at that point for me.
Well, and it's fascinating to me that you get, just like this one's a Placencia with the hexagon, for that person or those people to get every single cigar to look the same coming out for every, to get the quality control that they get, and it really is a handmade product. It's not a machine that has specs that it's a handmade product, and they do such a phenomenal job. And I think, when I first started doing this, I thought, man, how hard can it be to put a leaf around a cigar and call it a cigar, And then when you start learning about the construction of these things, you're going, and not only the construction, but the whole blending process and how they get flavors, and just like, holy cow, man, this is way more than my mind can conceive.
Right.
Well, speaking about, go ahead, JJ. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know where this wise man's been my whole life, but this thing is taking my palate to Flavor Town, and it's a great
foundation for you, bro.
Mm.
But speaking about that, I was just gonna ask you guys, what do you think about your stick? That well, we already know what you're smoking down the Placencia. So I mean, what can you say about it?
It's a phenomenal cigar. It's one of my favorites. I this is one of my go-tos when it's time for a really nice cigar. It's my go-to. I get grief from it from Mr. Panda all the time, but it's one of my go-tos. I love this cigar.
The worst thing that I did, I created a monster. So guys, PC and I met up for the first time. What was it? Last year?
Yeah, last year in
Jacksonville, at a lounge called Island Girl in Jacksonville. You ever guys in Jacksonville, Florida? It's a beautiful lounge. And I said, you know what? I said, me and PC, I'm like, we're gonna do it right. I said, PC, me, here you go, and and that's it. It was all downhill from there. Now you see this man Placencia this, Placencia that. I'm like, dude, I know, here I am. I'm smoking these, okay cigars. I'm hanging out with a bunch of bougie guys, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up with the Caldwells and the Dons here, man.
So I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask the question real quick, Panda. On Saturday of last week, can you kind of give me the list of cigars that you smoked?
I can't remember. I was like on my fifth or sixth
Padron,
Weller's Special Reserve.
Lost
What
City.
was I smoking? I was smoking a Casa de Garcia, Factory Smoke.
Yeah. Opus.
The videos do not lie.
Wow.
Padron,
I even sent videos.
Padron 64s, Padron 80s, Padron 26. Come on, man.
And you think about this. Oh, look at here. I just found this in my traveling kit in the car. A Placencia. I'm a Fuente.
Oh, I looked at my junk room in a humidor I didn't know I had, and I have a Bahiki in there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Man, listen, those were gifts.
Hey, and I got to tell you, just because of you, I created a top 5. Placencia, Encore Black. I got the 30th anniversary because of you, Perdomo. Man, and the top 5 just keep going. H. Upman and Chocolate Cherry Pie. I got most of those from you.
Yeah.
Listen, anyone that knows me, I am not shy in sharing cigars.
No.
I could care less about the price point as long as I know that you're going to enjoy it. Because there's nothing worse that I send you, what I would think a special cigar like an Encore Black that's very, very hard to get, or, the Placencias or the Tabernacle, stuff like that. I want you to enjoy the experience because there's certain places that you can't get certain cigars. I'm very fortunate being in South Florida, which is one of the biggest hubs for cigar companies. I could practically get my hands on pretty much any cigar. I've been very fortunate in my journey in the cigar world, meeting a lot of people, a lot of vendors, a lot of manufacturing, owners like Eric Espinosa and stuff like that. And I've been very fortunate, and I've been smoking for well over 25 years. You know what I mean? So this journey's been good, man, and I love every bit of it. And I just can't wait to see what the future has in this journey with you guys. I'll be honest with you, I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I'm,
Appreciate you.
I'm grateful for you guys' friendship. you know, and
Likewise.
I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't want to get emotional, but honestly, guys, I have nothing but love for you guys, and it's like, I just want this. I just want this to grow, and like I said, I want this community to grow, and I want us to be a part of it, or at least to have some part in it growing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, they say you can't build a house without a strong foundation,
mhm,
and we have that strong foundation.
that we do.
All we can do is build up from there. And like I said, we haven't been doing this stuff for very long. And look, like you said, look how blessed we've been. And like I said, it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better. We're all, have our own corners, that stuff we're best at, and that's why we work so well. And we're not, we'll look for the information we need. We're not afraid to ask, people for whatever it may be, because if you accept no for an answer, you've already quit.
Yep.
And all you got to do is just move on to the next. And and it's not about getting the free stuff. It's about sharing, with the community, because maybe it's a smaller, because a lot of these people, our community is bigger than their community they're trying to build. So you're getting more eyes put on their product, and it's just creating a bond with another company more than anything. And
Right.
everybody just growing together, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely.
And I don't want this to wrap up today at all without another shout out to JJ for all the graphics and look, guys, when you see our TikToks online and stuff and see our videos that we've posted here and there, I bet you 9 out of 10 times we've messaged JJ and say, hey, can you send me this logo? Hey, can you send me that? Hey, can you send me this? And man, like that, we got it. So I want to give you a huge shout out. I know it's time consuming. I know you spend a lot of time on all this
Absolutely.
stuff, man.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, man, that's
Hey, it's a labor of love.
appreciate
Absolutely. And guys, I also, speaking about cigar companies, I want to give out another shout out to Santiago Cigars. Santiago Cigars, guys, if you guys have not had a chance to try them, go on their website, Santiago's with an S, cigar.com, and tell Santiago that Leaf and Ash sent you. And I'm telling you guys, you will not be disappointed.
No,
And the one thing you're gonna get from us, guys, is honesty.
Yeah.
If we don't like a cigar, no one wants to offend anyone, but I feel that if we're not honest with the review, because everyone's palate is different. Because you know what, we might get a cigar from a specific company that I might like, Don might like, PC, and then JJ's like, yeah, it didn't really do anything for me. Or vice versa, you know what I mean? Two might like it, two might not, and that's what you can get from us. You're gonna get honesty, you know what I mean?
Right.
And hopefully, any cigar manufacturers that want us to try their product, by all means, reach out to any of us. But all I throw out there as a disclaimer is that expect an honest review.
Yep.
Okay, based on our perspective of your cigar, your product. That's all it is. And it could be accessories. It doesn't necessarily have to be cigars, right? Because you can see the humidors, the travelers, and all this other stuff that we've been given. So I'm definitely excited to see what other sponsors we could get, what other, other groups we could get together. And like I said, and grow from there.
That's like the Don Enrique that he sent me, that sent in my humidor. I'm gonna take them to Tampa, and we can, there's 12 cigars in there. And and I messaged him, and he really don't want at this time to be on. He just wants us to enjoy his cigars.
Okay.
But I still want to message him, and I'd like to get him on, as a thank you, and
Absolutely.
help share his sticks. And he sent everything from a 6x60 down to a 4.5x44 ring gauge,
Oh wow.
and all different types of wrappers. And I'm excited for us all to light them bad boys up and give them a shot.
Show that stick, JJ.
And that's the thing, I get to the point where I love sharing someone else's stick, man, just to put them out there because I like to see people shine, man. I don't want to dim. I don't want to dim nobody's light, man. So
Here's
you know,
the Gordo, the six. I mean, they're beautiful cigars.
Nice. Oh yeah,
I
like
mean,
that
it's
bad.
absolutely.
Cool,
That looks phenomenal.
oh yeah. And here's the Connecticut version. Man, he's got these things wrapped up tight. Sent them straight from Costa Rica.
Mm.
Yeah. No questions asked. What's your address?
You see, and the first thing I look at is the construction.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the first thing I'm looking at. I mean, you
You can't even see the lines where it's wrapped. I mean, you can't.
No. And this is double capped.
Nice.
Wow.
See that's how you know you got a good quality cigar when they're double capping them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Double and triple capping them. It's unreal. You know, guys, you got to understand the craftsmanship that truly goes into making a cigar.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's mind boggling. It really is the time and hours spent, and of coming up with different flavors and notes. That's why I absolutely love boutique cigars, because to me, like PC started saying, I want to be able to shine those cigar companies that really
Right.
people don't know about, because everyone knows Padron, everyone knows Plasencia, everyone knows Drew Estate, everyone knows Fuente, you know what I mean? Everyone knows those big names. There's a lot of small boutique companies out there that have phenomenal cigars with phenomenal blends and notes that need to be recognized. And you know what? It's our mission to expose them.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know, we got
Yep.
this cigar here, Diaz de Gloria. Let me tell you something, guys. If you have not tried this stick, it's
It's a
by AJ
beautiful brand.
Fernandez. This is the Brazil on Diaz de Gloria Brazil. It is such a great smoke, man. But I'm also an AJ Fernandez fan too. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I told you, one of my everyday sticks is the New World Puro Especial. You know what I mean? And so that to me is definitely I'm a big AJ guy.
Well, when you talk about that kind of stuff with you started off by talking about the Montefina tobacco, and for me, I've gotten into I'm big time into CAO right now, and I was the BX2, the Brasilia, even the America has that Montefina tobacco in it, and it's got such a great flavor, and those kind of cigars I probably wouldn't have ever A, known about, and B, CAO is a big company, so maybe I'd known about them, but I wouldn't have ever tried them if somebody didn't say, "Hey, man, this is
Yep.
special tobacco. You're going to try this."
Yeah.
And that's these guys here, and the same with, I'm sure I've made suggestions to back that, that they've tried. And that's what's so beautiful about this community. And what's so beautiful about the boutique cigar industry, like you said, Drew Estate doesn't, I don't want to say they don't need the Leaf and Ash podcast. Padron doesn't need these other Santiago cigars, the Enrique, the boutique cigars that nobody really knows about. It's kind of our mission, and I'm excited to get into those because I never have been before this kind of venture. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, it's like CAO. There's two CAOs in my top 5. The Flathead 660, the Brasilia, and like Charter Oak. That's one of my favorite ones. The Perdomo Lot 23, and everybody knows I love my Punch Bare Knuckle, and I have to, dude. But CAO blew me away.
Yeah, name those cigars again, because I think you're missing one in particular. But I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, the 1876 is. No. Well, there is. I did miss one, and I've only had one, and it was sent to me by Panda, and that's that Tabernacle, the David.
Oh, the David, yeah,
dude. I did not want that thing to end. I about burnt my mustache off. I was about to just throw it on the ground and just lay down on my stomach so I could smoke more of it. And
one that we haven't mentioned today is every day is a cigar day.
Ooh,
Yeah, Andres. Yeah.
Yeah, those we've been raving about those cigars, amongst ourselves. Just we've all had their Gordos, their Toros, and then they make what I think is a special product is the Chunks, which is a what is a 4x64, 4.5x64 ring
yes.
gauge, just phenomenal flavor cigar.
And I'm going to bring, these are the Connecticut chunks. And you're all going to have many of them in Tampa because I have like 25 in this humidor. And
I'm telling you, yeah.
This is the cigar that got me into wanting to smoke Connecticut's.
Nice.
Because I normally wouldn't, but this one right here, he's a.
Yeah, we have to reach out to Andreas. I'll reach out, I'll give him a call, and get him on because you know what, he's definitely the final respect that I have for Andreas is that you could talk to him direct. You know what I mean? The man, he does not shy away. If you're displeased with something, he goes out of his way to make it right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you got to respect that. I mean, he's he's straight to consumer kind of individual. If you guys don't know, go to everydaysacigarday.com. Use discount code PANDA. If it's still there, I'm not sure if it's there or not. I don't know what's the percentage that they're giving away, but every little bit counts.
Yeah.
By all means, guys, try it. Guys, we hit another hour. We're hitting another hour. Boom!
It don't seem started.
So smooth.
I'm telling you. And guys, this is what it's about, right? Just chopping it up and just talking about everything, right? And we got, like I said, we got a few more episodes that that we're gonna be talking about specific topics. But if there's any specific topic that you guys want us to talk about, and it doesn't have to be cigar related, honestly, so let us know. Reach out to any of us, and any of our platforms. By all means, reach out. If there's a cigar that you actually want us to smoke and give our opinion about it, let us know. We'll try to find it and we'll smoke it. But what says you guys?
Yeah, I mean, this is it flew by. It feels like we just hit the start button like 30 seconds ago. So this is that's when you're having a good time when you look up and the hours pass and you're like, man.
Well, everybody gets to share the floor.
Yes.
It's and it's just, to me, it's pure. This is as pure as it gets as far as getting, four guys together to speak our opinions. And like I said, to me, it's a minute 7. There's no way it's been an hour and 7. I said a minute 7. Oklahoma education at its finest. It don't seem like it at all.
No. And you know what? And that's our goal, right? That we want to be able to just chop it up, and then all of a sudden we look at the time and we're like, holy cows, man, what the hell, man? But we want to keep it interesting, guys. Like I said, if there's any specific topic you guys want us to talk about outside of politics and religion, I want to throw that out there, guys.
Exactly.
The four of us, we've discussed this. We don't want to talk about religion. We don't want to talk about politics.
Nope.
We want to respect everyone's space in that world. And there's a time and place for those type of topics. We just felt that we don't want to kind of bring it into our community.
No.
And so outside of those two topics, guys, we're willing to talk about anything.
And that's the thing. And I treat this podcast, I treat alive, I treat people as if I'm in the lounge or whatnot. So I know I don't talk about those things in the lounge. And this is an escape from the world. You know what I mean? This is where we come to relax and get away from the pressures of the world. And that's what the Leaf provides for us, and gives you a chance to kind of decompress or whatnot. So those things, they cause pressure, man. So we're here to decompress. If you think about it.
Right. And, like you said, we kind of want to stay away from those realms, just because we don't want a community or an environment that we're trying to build joy and happiness and get away from everyday life and stress and bring those topics up. That's all. Like I said, other than that, we're good with any other topic, guys.
There's enough division. We don't need to add any more.
Hello.
We don't need any more.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bond, bond the Leaf and Ash. You know what I'm saying, with the rest of the everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, guys, I think it's been a great episode. I hope you guys out there who are going to be watching this soon enjoy it. Share it. Hit the like button for us, please. And like I said, definitely subscribe to our platforms. Share it with people, as many, if you like what we're doing. Give us any suggestions, what we could do better, what we need to improve on, because you know what? We're all new to this. We're just trying to have fun and enjoy it. We take criticism well, and other than that, we're good. But anybody, any final sayings, guys? Anybody?
It's been a hell of an episode, and I'm glad we can all show up and share our opinions. And as always, it's just great to see you guys.
Oh heck yeah! One day closer, guys. One day closer.
One day closer.
I'm telling you.
Yes,
You're gonna see me get off that plane. I'm gonna have them boots on and those short shorts.
What? I don't got one of them Daisy Dukes on. Oh yeah, look at the JJ with them Daisy Dukes on. He gonna come out twerking. He gonna be out here twerking.
I might have a little junk in that trunk. Who knows?
Oh, anyway, guys, we love
Amazing.
you. We'll catch you guys on the next Leaf and Ash podcast, guys. Once again, we want to give thanks to our sponsor, Burn One Cigar Bar. Guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
Stay healthy, stay smoky.
Keep smoking.